What's going on, guys? Sticks here with the Token Minorities, bringing you another deck on Pokemon TCGO, and today I am bringing you a deck centered around Crabominable. And before I get into the deck, just a reminder that if you guys like this video or found it helpful, please leave a like, drop a comment, click that subscribe button. It helps us out a ton and lets us do more cool stuff for you guys. And as for the question of the day, so I want to preface this really quick by saying this deck overview is going to be very, very fast because I'm going to be trying something a little bit different today. And what that is, so as I have told you guys, I am having to cut back a little bit on how many times I upload. Right now I'm at 2 a week just because of my schedule. And so because of that, I'm starting to think, is there any other way that I can like try to make that up to you guys, the fact that I'm only doing a couple uploads a week. And so I got to thinking, well, I mean, I always just do deck videos. Like, that's what I do. Occasionally I'll do a set review or something like that. But one thing I really haven't done is pack openings. Pack openings, like viewer battles, stuff like that. And, well, pack openings, viewer battles, just random TCG and chill sessions, like that type of thing. And so that got me thinking, well, what do you guys want to see? Do you want to see me just constantly upload new decks with like well, the basic structure that I have now, where I have the deck list and then a couple matches, try to get at least a good amount of matches with that deck? Or do you want to see more TCGO and chill sessions where I just kind of just play whatever decks I'm feeling, just kind of go on whatever ladder I'm feeling? Do you want to see pack openings? Now granted, I am on a very, very tight budget this year because I'm currently trying to get residency, which would actually lower my tuition by a total of $90,000 over the course of my 4 years. So this year, if I can get that, that would be, again, $90,000 that I can save. And so I'm on a very, very tight budget to try to make that happen. But that's something that I can keep in mind in the future if that's something that you guys want to see. So, I mean, pack openings, viewer battles, what do you guys want to see? Or do you want to just see what I've been going with, which is the typical deck list and battles with that deck? So yeah, let me know in the comment section down below. What do you guys want to see? What type of TCGO related content do you guys want to see from me? Yeah, again, thank you guys so much for all of your support, and this is the least I can do to try to make up for the fact that I'm not uploading as much as I did. But anyway, on to the deck. This is going to be very quick because what I'm doing is I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a taste of what a pack opening with me would be like. Because I was able to meet and talk to this awesome subscriber named Deadfun, and he's an amazing guy from Germany. And I mean, being able to just talk to somebody from Germany like that, being able to connect with somebody, talk to them, I mean, that's what I love about Pokemon. That's what I love about being a YouTuber. I mean, that's just the fact somebody from Germany, never would have met them in my life otherwise. Able to talk to them, get to meet an awesome person, and he was gracious enough to send me 20 packs to supply this opening. And so big shout outs to him. Thank you so incredibly much for that. So what I'm going to do after I go over this deck list is jump into my collection with the packs that he provided me, and then just do a really quick, I'm going to try to keep it around a 5-minute opening just to give you guys a taste, because I've never really done a pack opening before except for when I just started, and I'll be honest, that was kind of cringeworthy when I look back on that. So yeah, gigantic shout outs to Deadfun for the packs for this. I honestly can't thank you enough, and it was great to get to meet and talk to you, bro. But anyway, onto this deck. Like I said, it's centered around Crabominable, and this is a pretty straightforward deck. Just Gutsy Hammer, 1 energy, hit for 80. Crabominable is pretty healthy, so basically the whole strategy around it is just stream Crabominable, hit things really, really hard for 1 energy, use Max Potion to heal yourself up so that you don't hit yourself back with Gutsy Hammer, use things like Choice Band for extra damage, Muscle Dumbbells for extra longevity, and really just the rest of the deck is centered around recursion. I mean, 4/4 main attacker, 2/2 with Octillery as Pokemon draw support, 2 Lele, just because Lele is Lele. We're not running Bridget in this deck just because we're running Brooklet Hill, which allows us to actually set up pretty well. Like, without Bridget, I found that this deck works very well. So yeah, I guess, I mean, you can still run Bridget, but I found that you really didn't need it. Just Field Blowers, get rid of like Float Stones for Garbotoxin, because that would be a problem. Max Potion because we need that for Garbodor, or Crabominable, sorry, I'm thinking too much about Garbodor. And then three different cards of Recursion for Special Energy Pokemon and Regular Energy, 4 Ultra Ball to get us what we want. Pretty standard line of supporters, but with 2 Kukui for extra damage, and then 4 of Strong Energy and Fighting Energy. So yeah, just very, very quick run through of the deck, but yeah, let's just go ahead and see if I'm any good at this pack opening thing. Alright, so here we are. Once again, shoutouts to Dead Fun for the packs that were provided for this opening. And yeah, so basically what I'm hoping from this is that I can finally, for the first time, pull a Lele. Like, my pack pull rate has been absolutely crap lately. I mean, well, and by lately, I mean the entirety of Sun and Moon. I can't even talk. Horrendous pull rates. But you know what? I've got faith. I have a good feeling about this one. And by good feeling, I mean I'm just crossing my fingers and hoping that we can get something. But not gonna lie, Guardians Rising was just kind of good overall set. I mean, that's just a set that, well, I mean, there's a reason that the packs are as valuable as they are. Because, I mean, there's just so much good stuff. Well, I mean, okay, Garbodor, perfect. Perfect example of something really good from Guardians Rising that isn't like, you know, Lele, which is what you want to pull from the set. So, I mean, there's just so much good stuff in this. There's so many good secret rares. There's so many good just rares and just regular items. So people that don't want to go for like all the secret rares, like the full art stuff and like that, you still get like the Aqua Patch, the Field Blower, the Choice Band, just a ton of good items. So this is such a money set. Like, this is just a great set that I'm really crossing my fingers. Okay, there we go. Alright, so got a secret rare Max Potion. That's kind of awesome. I'm super excited about that. Like, that's amazing. Yeah, like, why does it keep looking like I have a notification? It did it again. I do not have a notification. I checked that. I guess it's just like doing that when I'm opening packs or something like that. But secret rare Max Potion. I already had a good feeling. You know what? I don't even care if we pull anything else. Like, this was already successful. Well, actually, I would like a little bit more so that I can get my value out of opening the packs. But you know what? Secret rare Max Potion I'm okay with, and we get a Sylveon GX. So, you know what? Okay, this is considered a solid. This is a good opening. I'm very, very happy about that. We got 2 ultra rares, and yeah, at this point, I don't particularly care if we open up anything else. Well, actually, I would really like to open up something else, but I think we got our money back already with just the secret rare Max Potion and the Lele. But then again, I haven't, or not the Lele. Wow, I would love to pull a Lele, but I'm thinking that I think we already got our value back with the Max Potion and the Sylveon. But I haven't checked prices in a while, so I could be a little bit off on that. But either way, looks like my luck is continuing. Oh, okay, we got a Tapu Koko. That's not bad. All right, so we have 3 ultra rares out of 20. That's, you know what? That's a very solid opening. Well, not very solid. It's a solid opening. I'm okay with that, particularly because one was a Max Potion, and wow, full art Lycanroc. So, okay, we got 4. We average 1 in 5 pull rate. That's great. That's actually a really good pull rate, especially because things have been a little bit lower lately, and we're winding down, so it looks like we will end up maybe with a 1 in 4 pull rate if we get lucky, but otherwise, wow. So we get another Sylveon. So right now, 5 ultra rares out of 20 packs already, and 1 in 4 pull rate. That's insane. Looks like my luck might be a little bit back with B cards. And how did I not have a Delibird? What the heck? I've opened so many packs, and that's a like yes. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. 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 That is... I can't believe it. That is my first Lele. That is the first Lele I have ever pulled. I'm trying not to be super loud because, you know, I kind of live with people and they might be thinking that someone's dying in here, but that's a Lele, guys. That is a Lele. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. But that is 6 ultra rares. Guys, that is 6 ultra rares out of 27. What is going on? I mean, that's a wishy-washy, so it really doesn't count as an ultra rare, but 7 ultra rares out of 20 packs. Can we hit 8? No, but Wow, 1 in 3 ultra rare pull rate. That is absurd. That's insane. Like, I cannot believe we got that. Wow, I am so ridiculously happy right now. Like, I mean, you got the 2 Sylveons, you got the Coco, but this is the baby. This is the baby right here. I finally pulled a Lele. Man, I hope that that means something for this live. I really, really hope that means we're going to have great luck this live, but jeez, that was... Oh my gosh, I legitimately cannot believe that we pulled that. And I also can't believe that our pull rate was better than 1 in 3. Like, that's insane. That is absolutely insane. But yeah, this was a little bit of a taste of what pack openings would be like for me. Let me know if that's something you want to see from me in the future, but without further ado, let's just get on to the matches. Alrighty, we have found one against Juancito 17, and it looks like we're up against a Volcanion deck, which is, yeah, that's gonna be interesting to go up against. I think we are absolutely gonna get blasted, but you know what? I mean, we could at least try to do something, maybe, possibly. We'll see. I'm probably just gonna get horribly destroyed in this, but I don't know. If we can get set up well enough, then we might actually be able to win, because we can just start two-shotting Volcanion EXs while they're only able to, like, take one prize. So, I mean, we'll have to, like, really rely on the prize trade. And I start off actually not horribly. I start off with a Crabrawler and a Crabominable in my hand and an energy, and my opponent even mulligans, so maybe I can get, like, a couple more Crabrawlers out to hopefully set up a stream of Crabominables. Yeah, that's just got to be what I go for, just a stream of Crabominals, and if I can get that, then I'll be in a good spot. Alright, so what I'm going to do, play the choice band there. Okay, I know I have Wi-Fi right now. I know for a fact that I have Wi-Fi. Play the Fighting Energy right onto the Crabrawler, and then let's just end, because I don't want to get rid of anything else, and I had pretty much nothing else playable. Luckily, I do get another Crabrawler, so at least my opponent can't get a double steam up and just win on turn 2. That would make me kind of sad, especially considering I would like to use my Ultra Ball to grab a Lele this coming turn to get a supporter, so that I can, you know, draw some cards and stuff like that. So my opponent does play the Turtonator down, and the Muscle Dumbbells I think are really, really going to come in handy when I attack, just because I'll be taking... I'll have more HP to take recoil, and also it will require my opponent to have a couple steam ups on their volcanic heats and stuff like that. And my opponent does hit me for 50. Honestly, I think that's going to be okay with me. I top deck the Lele, wow. So let's go ahead and Muscle Dumbbells up my Crabrawler on the bench. Ultra Ball, get rid of the... I can guarantee I'm going to... Yeah, let's get rid of the Guzma and the Fighting Energy to grab a Crabominable. And actually, you know what? I should have just gotten rid of the Special Charge and attached the Special Charge and attach the energy, because I mean, my opponent has a hand of 0, and I'm gonna be grabbing a Sycamore because there's no way I'm gonna end. So I mean, it was kind of a misplay by me, but I hopefully draw into another energy, and I don't. So kind of paying for my lack of foresight. And by lack of foresight, I mean, wow, I was stupid. But I will grab a Remoraid right here because I do have an Octillery in my hand. I could have grabbed another Crabominable, but I should. But with my Rescue Stretcher, I will be able to get back the one that's active and going to be knocked out. So I should still be in a just fine position. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be okay. What I can even do next turn is Guzma into one of my opponent's Volcanions or my opponent's Turtonator and attack into it, and my opponent will just Guzma. So I guess pulling in the Remoraid and then Shell Trapping. So this puts me in a weird spot, because what I can do is Octillery, and then I can Guzma in something and get a big hit off. Or I can, you know, let's Abyssal Hand, see if I can get a Max Potion or something to help me. I do get a Max Potion, so that actually makes my turn a lot more straightforward, because now I can Sycamore, hopefully draw into a Float Stone and energy. And no energy. Oi. So, that sucks. So let's go ahead and get another Crabominable up, and yeah, the fact that I did not play that energy, I discarded it that turn, is really, really coming back to bite me. Oi, and now he's gonna knock out my Octillery, and this is just all sorts of bad. Well, okay, at the very least, I force him to use his, Bright Flame so that he gets rid of some stuff. And now what I'm going to do is, do I want to shuffle or do I want to put a Pokemon in from my hand? Let's go ahead and actually just shuffle the Remoraid and Octillery back into the deck. And then what I can do is grab nothing. I really should have checked to make sure I had the Lele, because now I don't get any cards off. I don't have like a supporter or anything. Yeah, that's not a good thing. That is a very, very not good thing. In fact, that thing is so not good that it's pretty bad. So I'm in top deck mode. Yeah, that was very much just an oversight on my part. That was something that I definitely should have done. I definitely should have checked to see if there was another Lele in the deck. But at the very least, I mean, I still was able to get off a very powerful Gutsy Hammer. 130 damage off on my opponent's Turtonator. And yeah, now he just has to go for the Nitro Tank GX. He will be able to power some stuff up. But at the same time, I mean, he only gets 2 energy off his GX attack. And I will be able to take 2 prizes off of this Turtonator while having a completely fresh Crabominable. So I draw another Remoraid. I'm going to keep this last spot open for another Crabrawler in the event that I draw into one. And, well, I get another Crabominable and a Strong Energy. So, I mean, even though I'm not getting any draw supporters, I'm still getting plenty of what I need to work with. My opponent is going to Power Heater, power up his Volcanion completely, and, well, close to complete. Oh yeah, he is completely. Sorry, I was spacing. But I mean, I'll be able to get up another Crabominable, and let's just Gutsy Hammer, knock out this Volcanion. Yeah, I hit myself for 30, but I mean, he has to Volcanic Heat anyway. He won't be able to attack, and I will have a Crabrawler in the back, or Crabominable in the background that is completely fresh, that I can just immediately hit. So yeah, I mean, he knocks me out, but now he took a prize, but I will be able to just start going to town with this Crabominable. I will be able to get that thing back with my Rescue Stretcher. I can just get the Crabrawler back, not the Crabominable, because I do have a Crab in my hand. And this means I am limited to 3 Crabominables for the rest of the game, but I think at this point I should be okay. And at this point, I'm just going to play the Remoraid down, because I'm limited to the Crabominables that I have on the field, and at the very least, maybe if I draw into 2 Octillery, I'll be able to get some extra cards or something like that. I don't know. I really don't know. So either way, I'm in a pretty solid position. I think that, yeah, I mean, my opponent's Volcanion is hit. He has to, I mean, he gets a Lele, which means he's going to be able to get a supporter, but honestly, like, he can retreat into his Volcanion on the bench, but this Volcanion EX is still in range of getting knocked out by a Gutsy Hammer from any of my Crabrawlers. Yeah, he does save his energy, and he's going to be able to steam up and hit me for some decent damage with Power Heater and power up some stuff in the background. But, I mean, at this point, he's only going to be taking like 1 prize. Like, he has to take 4 prizes. That's 2 Crabominables and a Lele. I'm not about to play another Lele down. So he has to go through at least 2 Crabominables, 2 Octillery, or whatever combination. And, ooh, I think I'm actually going to be 10 damage short, though. Ah, dang it. Maybe if I get a Strong Energy, and no. So, at this point, I'm just going to Gutsy Hammer, be 10 damage short, do 50 damage to myself. And yeah, that's very not good, because now I don't have energy. And I mean, this is where my lack of supporters is really starting to get on my nerves quite a bit. I know they're in the deck, and I also know I have 2 Octillery in the deck, so where they are, I have no freaking clue. But Octillery, if you want to show up right now, that would be very, very much appreciated. He is going to be able to get the knockout right now with Power Heater. But if... what can I do? Let's put up Remoraid. Because, I mean, if he knocks out a Remoraid, cool. Man, I really need that extra energy. Or, yeah, well, yeah. Okay, Octillery, I know you're in the deck. And 4 energy as well. There are 2 Octillery in my deck. Where the heck are you? Like, I really could use you right now. I'm going to play down the Crabrawler. Do I want to? Yeah, just in case my opponent ends. Because, I mean, if he's going to Guzma, he's going to Guzma up a Remoraid or an Octillery and knock that out. He's not going to Guzma up the Crabrawler. Or the Crabrawler. So, yeah, he is going to Guzma right now. Brings up the Lele. If he has double steam up, I'm in a double steam up, then I'm in an absolutely atrocious spot. Like, if he has double steam up, I'm just screwed. Like, I'm screwed, and there's honestly not a whole lot I can do. What? He didn't have any steam ups, and this hand is gorgeous. Man, that's amazing. Like, top decking that Strong Energy, I think might have won me the game. Because what I do is just go into Crabominable and then knock Volcanion out with a Gutsy Hammer, and now I'm 1 prize away. And now I have a Lele. There's my other Lele to grab. I have another Lele to grab my Sycamore or my Guzma or whatever. So I'm in a very good position. Yeah, my opponent can Sycamore. That means he's not going to end me. If he does manage to knock me out, then, I mean, honestly, I'm fine. Like, because I have the spot on the bench for a Lele. If he does attack me with Volcanion, he is going to be able to knock me out. So all I need is just an energy. Or I can just go into another Volcanion. Or another, not Volcanion, Crabominable and hit. But I do top deck the energy, which will allow me to win the game. So what I'm going to do is just make sure that Guzma is in the deck. Yes, I'm not making that mistake twice. Also, I didn't get any of my Brooklet Hills really until the end. That's kind of weird. But I am going to go ahead and Lele right now, grab that Guzma, bring up my opponent's baby Volcanion, knock that thing out with Gutsy Hammer, and win the game. So we were actually able to take the game off of Volcanion despite going through a spell where we just drew absolutely nothing. So despite drawing dead for a very long time and my 2 Octillery just hiding in the deck and not coming out at all, still able to take that game off Volcanion, which was honestly really, really cool. Like, I'm really shocked that we were able to take that game off Volcanion and do exactly 1,000 damage at the time. So really wish I was doing that Fighting Daily Challenge right now. But regardless, that was a really cool match, but not nearly enough. Let's go ahead and try to find another one with this deck. Alrighty, we have found another one against Scruffymon with a Dragon Psychic. Didn't even see what all it was. It looked like a Dragon Psychic, Dark, Normal deck. So no idea what my opponent is running, but we will definitely find out. I start off with actually a pretty darn phenomenal hand. I mean, I'll be able to get Crabrawler. I'll be able to... I mean, I can even Ultra Ball for a Lele to grab a Bridget and fill up my bench with all 4 Crabrawler and a Remoraid if I so choose, which I might actually do, come to think of it. And looks like we're up against a Noivern deck, so what I think I'm going to do is actually do just that. Ultra Ball for... Actually, you know what? I don't even need to bridge it, because what I can do this turn is get a Crabrawler, play the Brooklet Hill, get a Remoraid out, and then, like, I mean, I have 3 Crabrawler and a Remoraid. Like, that's what I would be bridgeting for. And I even top decked the last Crabrawler, so that's freaking amazing. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and Rescue Stretcher while I can, put the Octillery back in my hand that I discarded, and now this hand is amazing. If I can hold on to this hand for next turn, then I really might just overwhelm my opponent to where they can't do much. Like, if I'm able to get 2 turn 2 Crabominables and a turn 2 Octillery, and then still have a supporter on top of it, like, I really don't know what else my opponent can do. because I will be able to knock out this Noibat. I mean, unless he flips heads on agility when, I mean, come on, who flips heads anymore? Even though I know he will. So, it's going to Ultra Ball. Please don't end. Just please Lele. Ultra Ball for a Lele and grab Bridget. That's what I want you to do. Just Ultra Ball for Lele and then grab Bridget. So that I don't have to worry about you ending me out of this beautiful hand. Okay, we see the Lele. Can we please see the Bridget? Because if we see the Bridget, then I am going to be in an absolutely wonderful mood. But yes, we see the Bridget. Yes, so I get to keep this hand. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. This is absolutely phenomenal. He is gonna Bridget and grabs. Oh my goodness, this is a Garbodor deck. Well, it's a Noivern Garbodor deck. We do see the agility, and he gets heads. So I mean, who flips head? Who gets heads anymore? Ooh, so I can do something pretty cheeky actually. So what I can do, obviously, get my Crabble, my Crabominable, my double Crabominable. Let's just go ahead and make sure that the Lele are in my deck. Abyssal Hand with my Octillery for... This works out beautifully, because what I can do, Ultra Ball, get rid of the Float Stone and the Brooklet Hill to grab a Lele. Yeah, and then this way I can use Lele to grab a Guzma so that I can bring out that Trubbish, because I mean, that Trubbish is... Well, first and foremost, I cannot attack the... First of all, I can't attack the Noibat because, I mean, it's immune, but Crabominable is... Well, not Crabominable. Garbodor is something that can knock me out in one hit. That's not something I want to deal with, so I am just going to go ahead and knock out this Trubbish, take a free prize, and once my opponent eventually goes Noivern, then I'll be able to hit that thing. I'll be able to two-shot that thing for 2 prizes, and we'll be in an excellent spot because, I mean, I still have the Octillery for draw support. Unfortunately, I draw the Choice Band a little bit late, which, I mean, I would have preferred the Choice Band last turn because this turn he is somewhat likely to be able to item lock me if he can get a Darkness Energy and a Noivern, which, considering he played the Skyla, I'm thinking that he might have the Noivern, or he might have access to the Noivern. Yeah, we see the Skyla for an Ultra Ball, so all he needs is to just have a Darkness Energy in his hand, and he will be able to item lock me. But one thing I am noticing is that he's playing himself down to nothing. Because if that last card in his hand is a Darkness Energy, then he played himself down to 0. Yeah, he really went all out to get that item lock. Like, he played himself into nothing for that item lock. I am going to Abyssal Hand right here, just see if I can draw like a Sycamore or something. And I get another Crabominable, which is... I mean, hey, we take those. And I will be knocking myself, well, putting myself in range of being knocked out by Distort next turn with Gutsy Hammer. But what this also does is it puts Noivern in range of being knocked out by my Crabominable on the bench. And I really just have to hope that my opponent doesn't top deck anything, that my opponent just doesn't top deck out of this. Because if he doesn't, I mean, my one Crabominable on the bench, I think, is going to be able to go the distance. Unfortunately, the supporter in my hand right now is N, which, I mean, gives him a fresh hand of 6 cards, which I definitely don't want to do if my opponent's in pure top deck mode, because he will be able to get a prize off of this Crabominable. But do I want to play the N now and get 5 cards off it still, or do I want to when my opponent just goes in Lele? So I think the play... How do I want to do this? So first of all, I think I'm going to try to take advantage of this. Let's go ahead and play that. Play the... I'm going to use all my items this turn. Just pray that I can draw into an energy off of this Abyssal Hand or a Sycamore or something. And I get the energy. So now I'm going to go for the Kukui. I know that bugs Orbon when I say that. And, I mean, I get the energy. So I'm just going to Gutsy Hammer this Lele. And now I have a fully healed Crabominable. Able to... yeah, able to two-shot Lele's, two-shot Noiverns, basically everything. Like, I'm in a phenomenal spot right now. He does just get an energy that he puts onto Noivern, so, I mean, he still can't Still can't one-shot me. I mean, Noivern has no attacks that can one-shot a Crabominable. This is where Crabominable being very bulky is ridiculous. I mean, okay, to be fair, it's always kind of useful. But this is where Crabominable being in 140 is like, haha, it's stupidly bulky for some reason. But I am going to get 2 prizes by knocking out the Lele. Still don't want to play that end because, I mean, I'm just making my opponent be in top deck mode. I mean, if my opponent wants to attack, wants to do something, they're going to have to top deck out of it. And at this point, I'm going to be able to knock out this Noivern. I have 3 Crabominables set up. I'm about to have, of course, my opponent top decks an N. Of course, my opponent top decks an N. Oh my gosh, that's awful. But on the bright side, I mean, I still have Octillery. Like, I have Octillery. He's going to be able to refresh my hand, and if my opponent doesn't distort, then I'm going to be able to... my opponent doesn't distort, then I'm going to be able to attach my Choice Band, attach my Float Stone, attach the energy, and then refill my hand up to 5 with Abyssal Hand. So this is where Octillery just is... Well, Octillery is worth its weight in gold at these points in games, because, I mean, normally my hand would be like, well, I mean, I have an energy, I have a Choice Band, it's not horrible. But with Octillery, it's like, oh, this is a great hand. I can play my hand down to 0 and just use Octillery to draw 5 cards. This is great. He is going to Boom Burst, which I guess is understandable. Put damage on my Crabominables, and also, I guess, activate Honchkrow as an attacker. So I can see that. But what I am going to do right here is Abyssal Hand. Hope to draw into a Max Potion because that's why I'm holding on to the energy, and unfortunately I do not. But what I can do is Muscle Dumbbells up this Crabrawler. Might as well play the... Do I want to play the energy or do I want to save that? I think I want to save it in case my opponent... In case my opponent tries to Guzma up Guzma up Lele to try to buy time. But for now, I am just going to Gutsy Hammer, knock out this Noivern, and do 50 damage to myself, but I'm still kicking. And, I mean, I should be getting a Guzma off this, yeah. I mean, I had 2 Guzma prized, so it was only natural that one of them be able to get one of them out of those last 3 cards. And all I have to do is just knock out the Murkrow or whatever my opponent plays down, and I should be able to pretty easily win the game, as long as my opponent didn't top deck another N, which would make me kind of sad. And he does just have the Field Blower, that's fine. Distort is going to knock out... Yeah, Distort is going to knock out this Crabominable. But at this point, I do have the knockout on that benched Murkrow. And Crabominable's actually going to be able to pull this out. Like, I'm shocked at how well this deck worked. Like, even in testing, I was like, well, this deck is working a little bit too well. Maybe I'm just getting lucky, but this was one of those decks that I was like, this deck is awful. But then when I played it, well, like, on surface, I was like, yeah, this deck is just going to be one of those stereotypical bad decks for me that I spend, like, hours trying to get recording. But this deck was actually pretty easy and straightforward to record. I mean, admittedly, I did run into a Garbodor deck and absolutely got curb stomped by it. But, I mean, other than facing Garbodor, this actually worked out really, really well. So, yeah, we're even able to take the victory off that. So, I mean... Garbodor coming through, and I mean, my opponent did have Garbodor in his deck. You saw it, so you know that I was up against a Garbodor deck. Now we don't know if he was actually playing the Trashalanche or just simply the Garbotoxin to lock abilities and items. But I mean, it's a win? Question mark. I mean, we take those. So I'm going with it. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. And this is Styx signing out. Why not? See you guys.